Independence County, Arkansas, afternoon of January 20th, 2025. Police observed Aaron Laxton driving a Ram pickup at 75 miles per hour in a 55 zone on Highway 69. When signaled to stop, Laxton accelerated away, repeatedly crossing into oncoming lanes and braking hard to hinder officers.
1037.
Officers executed a pit maneuver that forced the Ram into a ditch, bringing it to a stop. Laxton was arrested at the scene and admitted to recently stealing the vehicle. A search revealed a firearm, a container with suspected methamphetamine crystals, and used syringes.
TBI, roll over. Let me see your fucking hands right now! Put your hands up! Is anybody else in the vehicle with you?
No, I just stole it.
Step out of the vehicle!
Take it to my body, man. Help me.
Step out of the fucking vehicle.
I got my hands up. I don't know. I just stole it.
Get on the ground right now.
Okay. There's something in my pocket.
Don't touch it.
I'm not touching it. My hands are up. Look.
Get on the ground. Right now.
Okay. Don't shoot me.
I'm not going to shoot you.
Please don't shoot me.
Get on the ground.
Dude, I'm telling you, Satan just over my body, man.
Get on the ground.
God help me, Father, right there. Please. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything. I stole the truck.
You didn't do anything, but you stole a truck.
Well, he stole it from me.
You got anything? What do you got?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
I got
know?
knives and stuff, but that's it.
Stay right there.
Like I had a Bible. I have the Bible in me. Dude, listen.
He was transported for medical treatment before being booked into custody, facing multiple charges including fleeing, reckless driving, theft, criminal mischief, firearm possession, and drug possession. Paris, August 26, 2024. Police attempted to stop a white Chevrolet pickup driven by 61-year-old David Lewis for driving with a suspended license. When emergency lights were activated, Lewis ignored them, accelerated to more than 100 miles per hour on Highway 109, repeatedly crossed lanes and tossed bags from the vehicle. Officers attempted a vehicle stop tactic, but Lewis braked hard to evade. The chase finally ended when he turned onto Cox Valley Road, lost control, and crashed into a ditch, leaving the truck overturned on its side.
Crash out.
Started 1016. Roll it. Hi!
Climb out of the vehicle!
Get out!
Lewis was arrested at the scene without further incident. He now faces multiple charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, littering, and failure to signal while turning. Texarkana, April 27, 2025. A blue and white Suzuki 600cc motorcycle driven by Calop Reinhardt turned a minor traffic violation into a high-speed chase. Initially, Reinhardt was observed without protective eyewear and riding an uninsured bike. When signaled to stop, he accelerated to more than 110 miles per hour down State Line Road before merging onto I-30, weaving through traffic at about 120 miles per hour.
Two 264 checking. 6464. 1635.
Pull over. Speed's 90, westbound on St. Michael's in Texas. Original reason for the stop was no eye probe. Black male, green shirt, orange shirt, shorts. Speed's 110. Hopping on to I-30.
Hope, are you able to give updates to Texas?
I'm on the phone with him right now.
Pull over.
When fleeing into an open field, officers attempted 3 front-end tire strikes on the motorcycle. On the third attempt, Reinhardt lost control, veered into the brush, and crashed.
About to beat your ass, boy! Get back here now!
He ran on foot but was subdued with a taser after a short pursuit. At the scene, Reinhardt admitted he had previously escaped from police and knew his license was suspended. He was transported to a hospital for evaluation where blood samples were taken and now faces multiple charges, including fleeing, driving while intoxicated, reckless driving, no insurance, and improper motorcycle operation. Little Rock, Arkansas, December 22, 2023. Patrick Bradley fled from Little Rock police on I-30 before exiting onto I-530 and then Pratt Road. Arkansas State Police quickly blocked ahead and took over the pursuit along Ironton Road.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
You're northbound on Ironton Road.
Call 911 for West County. I'm here off of I-530 and Pratt Road.
11 Little Rock, I'm primary. We are eastbound on Ironton. Break 15, get up here as soon as I can. I'm off 50.
Charlie, both behind, you're good.
Copy, primary eastbound on Ironton.
Well, he just did it to himself. Show me your hands. Do it now. Open the door. Yeah.
As officers closed in to perform a pit maneuver, Bradley repeatedly slammed on the brakes to avoid being forced off the road. After the final intervention, the vehicle lost control, ran into a roadside ditch, and came to a complete stop. Bradley was immediately taken into custody and turned over to the Little Rock Police Department. North Little Rock, Arkansas, May 12, 2025. Police discovered Devi Nichols driving a stolen white GMC pickup belonging to the Benton Police Department. When approached at a gas station, Nichols sped off, nearly striking a patrol car, and accelerated to 85 miles per hour down McCain Boulevard, disregarding multiple red lights. The chase stretched across 3 cities, with Nichols at times reaching 120 miles per hour on I-57.
A gentleman hopped out, long black male with braids. Alright, let's do this. Clear left, clear right. It's a stolen vehicle, occupied one time. I'll give you that tag here in a second. That 28 is 321. so I'm giving it over to state.
As the truck entered a Jacksonville neighborhood near a high school, Arkansas State Police closed in and executed 2 successive pit maneuvers on Sharp Drive. The heavy impacts damaged both vehicles but forced the GMC to a complete stop. Nichols was pulled out through the window and safely taken into custody.
Directed for Adam 54, 1037.
Bell, TBI.
Copy, Felty.
Again, second time.
Show me your fucking hand! Show me your hand! Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Open the fucking door! Get out of the car! Get out!
A search of his person recovered the keys to the stolen vehicle. Nichols now faces multiple charges, including theft by receiving, fleeing, driving with a suspended license, running red lights, and failure to comply. Crittenden County, Arkansas, June 5th, 2024. Police observed a beige Cadillac SUV traveling at 86 miles per hour in a 65 zone on I-40. The vehicle initially stopped, but when ordered to step out, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm Trooper Cheers with the Arkansas State Police. The reason why I pulled you over, clock you doing 86 and a 65.
Yeah, I was kind of rushing
Gotcha, where you heading to?
home. My son was rushing, my mom was calling, she was watching.
Okay, you got your license on?
I don't, sir. I left it at home.
Okay, where you, what's your name?
My name? Alex Wilson.
Alex Wilson?
Yes, sir.
All right, you don't have an ID or anything on you?
No, sir.
All right, do me a favor, step out and come talk to me.
All right. You want to step to the back of the car?
Yeah.
The SUV raced onto Mound City Road, turned off its lights, and drove recklessly. During the pursuit, officers executed a forced stop, causing the vehicle to spin out and slide into a ditch, where it was forced to a halt.
Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! TVI Force City. Force City, send me some more units to me. Don't reach for anything! Don't reach!
The driver was subdued and identified as Nicholas Papatristou of Jonesboro. A search of the SUV revealed multiple prescription drugs and narcotics, including oxycodone, Xanax, promethazine, nearly 80 grams of marijuana, as well as scales and drug paraphernalia. Papatristou was transported to the Crittenden County Jail, facing multiple charges including fleeing, reckless driving, destruction of evidence, and possession of controlled substances. Benton County, Arkansas, August the 23rd, 2024. Police observed a motorcycle with no headlights and no license plate speeding on Highway 265, traveling at more than 90 miles per hour and ignoring stop signs. When signaled to pull over, the rider continued fleeing, repeatedly passing dangerously at speeds over 100 miles per hour. The motorcycle turned onto a dead-end road, then doubled back, heading straight toward the patrol car. Officers slowed and steered to block the path, forcing the bike to collide with the front of the cruiser and crash. The suspect was subdued on scene with only minor injuries. The rider, identified as Collins, admitted he had no license, no insurance, and the bike was unregistered. He was transported to the Washington County Detention Center and now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, reckless driving, speeding, no motorcycle endorsement, and no insurance. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, night of July 25th, 2025. Sergeant Daryl Hinton observed Eddie Williams riding a black motorcycle with no taillight on Phyllis Street. When ordered to stop, Williams pretended to pull into a parking lot before suddenly accelerating and fleeing.
Pull over there for me. Pull over there for me. Hey, just go over there and pull into the... No. Pull up. Get in the parking lot. Hey, get in the parking lot. You about to have a problem real quick.
The motorcycle weaved through multiple stop signs and nearly caused crashes before braking sharply to check for police. Seizing the moment, Hinton closed in and executed a rear-wheel takedown maneuver, causing the bike to lose control and stop. The suspect jumped off and fled on foot but was quickly subdued.
Hey, stop!
A search revealed 7 grams of suspected methamphetamine. Williams was transported to the detention center and now faces multiple charges, including fleeing by vehicle and on foot, no driver's license, reckless driving, defective lights, and drug possession. Alexander, Arkansas. Alexander police attempted to stop a motorcycle with no license plate, but the rider accelerated and fled. Arkansas State Police joined the pursuit, briefly taking the lead before handing control back to local units.
Had some rounds cut the kitchen on the surface.
Passing rounds. Country Road. Side road. They took the 119 to Congo.
About to go under the overpass.
Which way they go on back north? They're still westbound on the service road.
Are you back on the interstate? Cross the median option. We try to
Get back on the interstate. Definitely got back on the interstate.
Don't do it. Where's my freaking mic go?
Call 24 Central 97.
Standard. I'm trying to get a hold of Troop K now. Yeah, for off the service road. They're just trying to figure out Rock Ford set up to the 99. Yep. You can say the exit down there, the pursuit of
30 west past the 111 exit.
Get more staying on 30 west past the 111. They're past the 111. Four Little Rock, I am getting 4.
Stop! Stop! Hey! Get on the ground! Hey, get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Yes, sir! Get on the ground!
You had no reason to even fucking pull me over.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
You fucking wretched me!
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
Fuck!
Get on the ground!
I'm on the fucking ground!
Put your hands behind your back! Head! Put your hands behind your head!
I can't fucking...
Get on the belly!
I can't feel my...
Turn over! Turn over! Put your hands out!
Oh my God, dude, you fucked me up.
At the scene, Alexander officers executed a tactical stop that forced the motorcycle into a concrete barrier. The rider was thrown from the bike and immediately taken into custody. The motorcycle slid a short distance further and struck the rear of an Alexander patrol vehicle before coming to a complete stop. Fort Smith, Arkansas, June 10th, 2024. A gray Kia was observed driving recklessly on Highway 253, passing vehicles across double yellow lines. When officers activated lights and sirens, the driver accelerated southbound to flee.
Passing the LA, traffic is medium, speeds at 88.
Street behind me. We are coming up to 45 feet and 106. Guys all over the road.
After several miles with the roadway clear, officers executed 2 successive pit maneuvers, causing the Kia to lose control, run off the road, and stop. The driver, Hargett, and passenger, Wilson, were arrested at the scene.
Stop. Get him right there. Hands! Get on! Hands up! Right now! Don't you fucking move! Get on the fucking ground! Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground! I got her. Go over there. Get your ass out!
A search of the vehicle uncovered a plastic container with suspected methamphetamine and multiple used syringes. Wilson also surrendered additional drugs concealed on his person. During the intervention, the Kia collided with a civilian SUV. That driver was transported to the hospital for evaluation. Both Hargett and Wilson were booked into jail on numerous charges related to narcotics, fleeing, and dangerous driving. Texarkana, Arkansas, November 25th, 2023. A vehicle with expired tags was observed making an illegal turn and refused to stop when Texarkana police attempted a traffic stop. As it sped through neighborhoods, a tire blew out, throwing sparks. Yet the driver continued recklessly through multiple intersections.
Obama primary. We're on state line and got lost.
Thank you, man. It's 1050 there. Sonic.
Cutting through here on West 28th into Texas.
Where are you? What's there on 128 from state line?
Left on Magnolia, left on Magnolia. I'm John Paul 75. Paul. TBI. He's still rolling.
Get out of the
Show me your hand! Show me your hand!
He's not really coming.
You're about to get dog bit! About to get dog bit! Whoa!
On Magnolia Street, officers closed in and executed a pit maneuver. The vehicle immediately lost control and came to a stop on the roadside. The driver, Bradley T. Hendricks, was arrested at the scene without further resistance. He now faces multiple felony charges in both Arkansas and Texas. Jacksonville, May 4th, 2025. Jacksonville police pursued a motorcycle southbound on I-57. When TFC Price and another unit moved in to block, the motorcycle attempted to pass but struck a patrol car and slid onto the shoulder.
Get on the ground!
Hands. Let me see your hands.
I'm sorry, guys.
Y'all got it, cuffing. Dude, those brakes locked up, man. You good?
Please? I'd like you to cuff on me, please.
Oh, his hands went up.
I've got my hand.
Yeah, they got it.
Please?
Moments later, TFC Price also made light contact with the rear of the assisting unit as both vehicles were coming to a stop. The suspect was subdued at the scene and handed over to Jacksonville police. He was transported to UAMS for evaluation and was found to have multiple active felony warrants. West Memphis, Arkansas, December 21st, 2024. After receiving reports of 3 suspects stealing merchandise from GameStop, police located a white Nissan Maxima fleeing the area at high speed. When pursued, the car accelerated to over 100 miles per hour, running multiple red lights through busy streets and endangering the public. At the intersection of Broadway and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Arkansas State Police executed a successful pit maneuver. The Nissan spun out, veered into a roadside ditch, and rolled onto its side. All 3 suspects were pulled from the vehicle and arrested at the scene.
Coming up to MLK. I'll be with you in a minute, boy.
Well, see, he's rolled over in this ditch. We've got no movement. He's not responding to me. There's 3 individuals in the car.
More than $2,600 in stolen goods were recovered. The driver, Dennis Davis, along with passengers Davian Lawson and Bobby Logwood, all from Memphis, were booked into the Crittenden County Detention Center on multiple charges, including theft, fleeing, reckless driving, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Miller County, May 7, 2025. While checking on a silver Chevrolet Impala parked on the shoulder of I-30, police discovered the driver, Danzera Johnson, had no license and only an ID card. When ordered to remain in the vehicle, Johnson suddenly accelerated and fled.
Y'all break down? Y'all break down?
Arkansas, going to the street work. I'm from a job.
I was trying to check on y'all sitting right here under the bridge. It's a bad a place that it is.
Yeah.
You have your license on you? Yeah. Do you have a license? Do you have an ID? Yeah. Come over here. I want you to get run over, boss. Come over this way so you don't get run over. Y'all heading back to Shreveport?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we on our off days.
Off day? Where y'all work at?
Down there, 3M plant.
Where's that at?
3M plant, down there in Arkansas.
Where at in Arkansas?
3M plant.
3 in Little Rock. Little Rock?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Y'all give me just a minute, I'll have y'all out of here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Off 18, I'm right up the river bridge.
The Impala sped off at more than 130 miles per hour, weaving across the median and nearly causing collisions. As he exited at mile marker 12, Johnson lost control, left the roadway, struck an embankment, and came to a stop.
On your stomach! On your stomach, do it now! On your stomach! On your stomach! Do it now! Passengers in the woods. Get on your face! Get on your face! Get on your face! Don't move. I will shoot you. Don't move. Come out here now.
Johnson attempted to flee on foot but was quickly subdued, while passenger Christopher Green suffered a head injury and was transported for medical treatment. Johnson smelled strongly of alcohol and showed signs of intoxication. He is now charged with felony fleeing by vehicle with substantial risk of death and second-degree battery due to Green's injuries. Momel, Arkansas, March 8, 2024. Police spotted a white Chevrolet Cruze with a fictitious license plate on Highway 365 North. When lights and sirens were activated, the driver, Kent Kramer, refused to comply, turning through multiple streets, accelerating to more than 85 miles per hour, nearly hitting other vehicles and driving recklessly.
Bro? 1037. North on 365. Coming up to speed 65. Traffic's light.
Police attempted multiple tactical vehicle interventions but were unsuccessful. The chase finally ended when the Cruze lost control on Quinn Road, went through a ditch, and struck a tree in a residential yard.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Hey, if you move, I'll shoot you! I will shoot you! I'll shoot you! You stay put! Hey, dude, I'll tase you, bro. I'll tase you. You better get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. Dude, I will shoot you. Get on the ground. I'm not playing with you. Idiots. Put your hands out, bro. Put your hands out, bro.
He wouldn't let me.
Shut up. Stop talking. Shut your mouth.
Kramer and passenger Jeffrey Minor exited the vehicle and were quickly subdued. A search of the suspects and the car uncovered nearly 2 grams of suspected methamphetamine along with drug paraphernalia. Kramer was transported to a hospital before being booked into jail, facing numerous charges including fleeing, possession of controlled substances, driving with a suspended license, and multiple other violations. Little Rock, Arkansas. A reckless suspect led police on a high-speed pursuit, repeatedly committing traffic violations and even driving the wrong way.
Adam 46.
Garden Springs performing still.
Running.
1037. We are north on Garden Springs. Arkansas, Adam Frank Tom 04 Mary. White Dodge Store. Still northbound on Garden Springs, coming up to 65th.
Maybellville Pike, direction Dark Springs. Continuing northbound, coming to 53rd, speeds over 100. 10-4, he's turning east, turning west on Maybellville Pike, headed toward the University.
The chase ended after a pit maneuver caused the vehicle to spin out and stop.
On University. Wrong way on University.
Hands! Hands!
30, what's the location?
Don't you move. University of Maybellville Pike. University of Maybellville Pike.
It's on my way.
Stand up now.
Get my gun, it's on my
I
way.
don't care where your gun is. Stand up.
I'm grabbing this thing.
Hey, Tim, make sure my car's not over here. I'll have him do it. Will you double check him?
Yeah.
Next time my parents, they're gonna
Nope.
pick up my son.
Nope, don't care.
Hey, why you even pull me over? You should not got behind me. My cannon. Why you get behind me? I was coming down by the creek to go pick my son up, and he just got behind me.
Why'd you run?
Why he get behind me?
Why'd you run?
Well, he didn't have no reason to turn the lights on me. No reason to.
You just kind of...
Police recovered a Taurus 9mm handgun from the suspect's waistband. He was taken for a medical evaluation but showed no remorse, even stating he would flee again. The suspect now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, carrying a weapon, driving without a license, speeding, and expired registration. Fort Smith, Arkansas, night of September 1st, 2025. Police spotted a white Dodge Journey with a fake license plate and tried to pull it over in the Economy Suites parking lot. Instead of stopping, the driver hit the gas and led officers on a chase through several streets. The pursuit ended when police pulled off a pit maneuver, spinning the SUV out and bringing it to a stop near a business.
10-4.
I don't know what they're doing. $10.37.
10-4, 10-20.
Wash Street. Going out to Wheeler.
Fly to Wheeler, 10-4.
Stop right there! Stop! Stop! Smith out there on foot. You better stop!
Do you have a camera?
My camera's right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my back of my hand around your waist. Make sure you don't have anything in your pockets.
Inside the vehicle, two women, KD and Destiny Inthavongsa, jumped out and tried to run. Destiny collapsed during the arrest, forcing officers to use Narcan and call for EMS. A search of the SUV turned up marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and a suspected pill. Both women had outstanding warrants for armed robbery in Texas and now face fresh charges, including possession of controlled substances, fleeing, and reckless driving. Hampton, Arkansas, afternoon of April 7, 2025. Arkansas State Police assisted the Hampton Police Department in pursuing a white Ram with Arkansas plate AVC35C. The vehicle sped along Highway 167, weaving through traffic and continuing into Union County despite police lights and sirens. A state trooper took the lead and executed a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to lose control and come to a stop on the roadside. The driver, Katie McMahon of Hampton, was taken into custody with assistance from Hampton and Calhoun County officers. Inside the vehicle, police found an open container of alcohol. McMahon refused a sobriety test and now faces multiple charges, including fleeing and reckless driving. Little Rock, early morning of December 7, 2024. Police spotted an orange Dodge Challenger weaving through a parking lot to avoid a red light before speeding off through a residential area, reaching 85 miles per hour and repeatedly running stop signs.
On Azalea. It's like an orange Dodge Challenger. I have 28 jet speeds 82. Light traffic. Turn on a Hinkson. It's on 282 Zebra Lincoln. 282 Zebra Mary.
Destination is Warrior Glass.
People identify Little Rock.
Put your hands up! Stop! No! No! Put your hands up! Crawl out! Put your hands up! Put your other hand up! Put your other hand up! Driver, put your other hand up! If you take off, hey, crawl out of the window! I've got a TBI.
Sir, you did not see them folks. All you gotta do is answer.
As the vehicle turned onto Oman Road, it lost control, allowing officers to perform a tactical stop that spun it out, crashed it into the curb, and brought it to a halt. The driver, Markel Campbell, initially barricaded himself inside but was quickly subdued and taken into custody. Inside the car, officers recovered methamphetamine, marijuana, along with evidence of expired registration and no insurance. Campbell was arrested and faces multiple charges, including fleeing, drug possession, and reckless driving. Miller County, Arkansas, November 1, 2023. Texarkana police pursued a vehicle with no taillights speeding at more than 100 miles per hour on I-30. When patrol units joined the chase, the car continued weaving through lanes at over 120 miles per hour. Near mile marker 20, the vehicle suddenly made a sharp turn, lost control, veered off the interstate and struck a tree. Officers arrived to find the car heavily damaged and the driver, identified as Steve M. Martin Jr., deceased at the scene. The vehicle caught fire shortly after impact but was quickly extinguished by police, securing the area before handing the case over for further investigation.
From the rear, changing lanes.
Little Rock, Arkansas, June 24, 2022. Police observed a silver BMW 535 driven by Isaiah D. Ross traveling at 86 miles per hour on I-30 in a 65 zone. When signaled to stop, Ross accelerated to more than 100 miles per hour, drove into oncoming lanes, and ran multiple red lights in the city.
Adam 30 wheeler up to 37.
So I'm putting into that circuit for Adam 37.
Taking University.
He will copy taking University.
Clear. North on University. Light traffic speeds 70 miles an hour.
He will north on University, 70 miles per hour. Do you have a description?
Gray BMW. Intersection clear. North, passing Corbin, going up to 65th.
Passing Corbin. Okay, 10-4. We're passing the PDA, I think.
Speeds 100, medium traffic.
Medium traffic speeds 100. We're not being advised.
Turn east on Mapleville Pike.
East on Mapleville Pike.
Occupied 2 times, 2 black males. Clear.
10-4.
On 53rd Street near University Avenue, officers executed a forced stop, bringing the BMW to a halt. Ross fled on foot, jumped a fence, and escaped from sight, while the passenger was arrested on scene. search of the vehicle uncovered 21.6 grams of Xanax along with a digital scale. Ross now faces multiple charges, including fleeing by vehicle, reckless driving, endangering a minor, possession of controlled substances, and second-degree assault.